Good evening and bienvenue, my fond fair friends, family, and subscribers. This is your humble narrator, Diomedes Rouge, here to bring you What if Naruto could summon a Glavenus? Part 3. Now, where we last left off, Naruto was in a crumpled heap of sadness at what he did to poor Garrus. Did he mean to do this? No. But did it happen anyways? Yes. Because Garrus could not stand watching his friend, his partner, his rider, be changed so much. And so he took the hit that was meant for something else. And in turn, snapped Naruto to his senses. But after the adrenaline wore off and everything died down, he crumpled to a heap. Unconscious Naruto. We'll catch up with him shortly. For now, we view Garrus. Because Garrus could not stay. Because as Naruto was drained, so was Garrus. He spent a lot of his chakra defending the builders. And unlike previously, where he had several months of stored chakra from Naruto in his system, this time he only had a day or so. So, yes, quite awkward. Quite awkward indeed. He returned back to his home as Naruto was left. As he appears back, injured, exhausted, and irritated. Wow, you look like shit. Love you too, Gramps. Oh. Had a spat with your partner, huh? No. Something took over. He wasn't himself. I can tell. That little kid couldn't harm a fly normally. Not even, especially someone he actually cared about. But this, well, oh, that looks nasty. Alright, let me see what we can do. As Gramps begins to, kind of patch him up. I won't go into details, but they're creatures with no arms. Well, they have arms, but they're tiny. They aren't meant for being used as normal hands. So, being primarily animalistic in nature, you can kind of assume what happens. Yes, he essentially licks the wound clean. Natural healing properties and all that bullshit. Carrying on. It'll leave a scar, but you'll be fine. Better hope Naruto's wasn't as deep. What do you mean? Oh, you thought that emblem was just a summoning tool, huh? What? That mark. That mark is its curse in and of itself. What do you mean? I thought... Yes. Normally it acts as a symbol to bond rider and, partner as one. However, it also acts as a safety measure, a guideline, if you will, to if any harm comes to the partner from the rider, the rider will receive equal damage that the partner has, that his partner had. In some cases, it's even killed the rider. No, you're saying relax. He's tough. He can handle a few scars. You, on the other hand, need to rest. No need to worry, Garrus. Things will be fine. I'm not worried about me. As he tries to stand. My partner, my rider, Naruto. He's alone. And most importantly, he's wagged out of his mind right now. I have to get back to him. You can't go anywhere till you're called. Besides, let him think things out for himself. After all, if he doesn't, he'll be relying on you for the rest of his life. So, we're partners. Partners don't think for each other, fool. Partners think together. He can't grow if you're his wet nurse. He needs to be able to take care of himself. Otherwise, he's no use to you, only a hindrance. But no buts. Sit your ass down and rest. I'll go get you something to eat. Yes, grandfather. As he takes off and Garrus sits down. I hope you're doing okay, Naruto. Now we cut back to Naruto. Or rather, just say, meanwhile, back with Naruto. Naruto awakens back in Tazuna's house. Correction, Tazuna's house. As he wakes up, he's immediately hugged. By who? Well, Kakashi. Why is Kakashi hugging him? Because he's happy to see the little fuckers alive and well. And that he probably didn't have to carry him on his back all the way to the leaf again. All the way to the leaf. And so, Naruto wants to ask a few questions and then realizes he can't really see out of his right eye. Goes, what's going on? That's when Kakashi explains that after Garrus disappeared, you started to bleed, face started to bleed and fresh cuts appeared along your face. Part of the bandaging procedure when it comes to wounds on the head is to, depending on how close they are to the eye, to cover it up as well, in order to make sure it's properly bandaged. In this case, it was fairly close, but you'll still be able to see out of it. Oh, great. Now I got even more funny-looking marks on my face. So Garrus disappeared, but he looked still alive, so you didn't kill him. What happened? Naruto, there's a lot of things we need to talk about, and I've been told not to tell you. But you're going to find this out one way or another, and honestly, we don't need you lashing out like that again and going crazy. So, you're something called a Jinchuriki. A what? Jinchuriki. You're a host for the tailed beasts. Yours is the nine-tailed fox demon. This was chosen for you since birth. It's kind of why people treated you so coldly. You mean everyone in the village knew? No, the younger generation didn't know. However, the older generation influenced the younger ones, and the younger ones follow the examples made by the older. In turn, they started to mess with you, bully you, harass you. Because of something I couldn't control? That's right. But you don't need to worry, as Kakashi puts his hand on his shoulder. I may not have been able to be there for you then, but I can sure as hell be there for you now. Same with Aruka-sensei. You're my disciple after all. As Naruto begins to kind of tear up. You mean that? Yeah. You aren't alone anymore, Naruto. You're part of a team. And you're part of my team. I'll have your back. As Naruto hugs him. Now, get some rest. They're gonna be bringing you some food in a little bit. Thanks. No problem. And thanks Sakura, she's the one that bandaged you up. I will. After he leaves out the room, Naruto is just kinda... So that's what that voice was. Why does my life have to be so complicated? As Sasuke enters the room. How you doing there, loser? You're alive. A shame, asshole. As Sasuke just kind of chuckles. Well, I couldn't let something like that kill me. After all, you'd never let me hear the end of it, would you? You're damn straight. What the hell happened? Well, after I got stabbed through the chest, you kind of went nuts from what I could see. From what I heard, there was a lot of smashing, bashing, thrashing. I saw you kill that one the one masked guy. And I heard Garrus thunder over and, well, then I heard what happened. Then I heard from Sakura what happened there. Whew. You really can be scary, you know that? You can't? What do you mean? Don't try and play dumb. I don't know your past, and to be fair, I don't need to. But you feel off, Sasuke. It's like you have almost as much hatred inside as I do. Just bottled up and ready to go. I'm not going to ask any questions about it. But if you ever want to talk, well, I can be a good ear. Me and Garrus, when he finally comes back. Oh. You know, for a loser, you're not that bad. Maybe I'll take you up on that offer one day. Till then, rest up. Right. Pausing for a brief moment, yes, I'm not going to make Sasuke the same way he was in the anime. Why? Because that little bastard always pissed me the hell off. And if I make him the same way he was in the anime, I am going to kill him in the most terrifyingly twisted of ways. So, no. Maybe for a dark version of the What If Naruto, but for this one, yeah, I'm changing the little bastard. Why? Because I don't feel like going to that dark realm of my head just yet. I have to do the bad one of Deku first. Anyways, enough with my side tangent. Back to the show. As the rest of the day passes on, Naruto is able to get some food in him. He's able to rest up and kind of relax. Tazuna thanks him dearly, and even his grandson says thanks. As they dubbed the bridge Naruto Bridge. Why? Because he pretty much fucking carried the team there for a brief period of time. I mean, he was kind of out of his mind, but still, he kind of did. As things progress, they eventually make it back to the Leaf Village. Naruto's removed his bandages, but he's hesitant about summoning Garrus. He doesn't know how he'll react to him. He doesn't know how Garrus will view him after he hurt him. So Naruto does what Naruto does best. He goes for a hunt to try and see if he can bag himself a deer for good old Garrus. And he does. It takes him a little longer than usual, but he's able to get one. Precision cut. He prepares it, and then it's okay, I can do this. Worst comes to worst, we have an argument. I got this. As he holds out his left hand with the mark of the rider. I call you forth, Garrus, as the mark glows a bright red, and the gate opens, sending Garrus through as he... Long time no see, Naruto. Garrus, listen, I'm relax. Huh? Shut up and relax. If you're worried about this, as he tilts his head over to the right, well, tilts his head to the left, showing off his right side of his face. Don't be. I'm a Glavenus. Earning a few scars in a fight isn't that big a deal. Hell, it might actually make me more attractive during mating season when I get older. Oh, and secondly, you didn't have control over yourself. And I didn't realize that was going to happen to your face. I don't know how your females react to scars. Some of them react the same way as yours, I guess. Then you'll have no problem then. Really? Yeah, looks badass. You sure? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, mine looks badass, so I'm assuming yours just looks a little less badass, at least by human standards. I don't know, to me you kind of all look similar, except with different hair colors and everything. Wow. Thanks, partner. Oh, don't mention it, you crazy writing bastard. Anyways, I got you a deer as an apology present. Oh, for me? You shouldn't have. As he proceeds to... Did you really have to inhale it? Yes. Oh. So what's on the agenda for today? I don't know, but Master Kakashi has, Kakashi Sensei has, told us that we'll be being briefed on something called the Genin exams coming up. The Junin exams coming up. Chunin exams? Yeah. Where we're supposed to advance from being Genin to Chunin. Weird, but okay. Well, it's not exactly weird, per se. Oh, and why is that? Well, remember, each nation has a set amount of Genin and Chunin as well as Jonin. So, by having the exam, you basically show off that you have what it takes to advance in the rank. Oh. So, since you have a limited amount of shinobi, this basically determines the cream from this gets the cream of the crop. The best of the best of the best, sir. Yeah, exactly. Well, in that case, we'll be a shoo-in. You think so? There's gonna be a lot of others. Shut up. Naruto, where's that bravado? I have another thing to talk to you about that. Oh. I found out what went wrong that day. What, you had a mental breakdown, snapped due to all the anger, repressed anger you felt, and wound up going on a rampage? Yeah, I know all about it. No, not that. Kakashi told me I'm something called a Jinchuriki. Uh-huh, what the hell is that? Apparently I'm a host to an entity inside of me was sealed. There are a few others like me. I'm the nine-tailed fox Jinchuriki. I see. And that's the thing that made you go loco? Yeah. It's honestly had me spooked for a while. And I don't know what to... Boom! Ow! What the hell, Garrus? Listen to me, you little ass. I didn't choose a partner that was weak. Huh? What? You are not weak, are you? Of course not. Oh, really? Because from what I see right now, I see a sniveling little imp. What? Garrus, I'm trying to be... Boom! As he knocks him in the head with his head. I see a sniveling little imp that is grossly underestimating himself. You're supposed to be a rider, my rider. That means you're supposed to be better than me. But instead, you're sniveling like a little coward, a cur in the corner, waiting to be culled. Well, I won't stand for it. Face me, Uzumaki Naruto. Garrus, enough. Boom! As he slams him hard with his tail, sending Naruto into a tree. Garrus, what the hell? As Garrus stands back up and... Pardon me? And roars. You listen here, Naruto Uzumaki. You are no weakling, and if I have to prove it to you again, I will. As Garrus charges at Naruto, but instead of going for a headbutt, he quickly spins around and slashes at him with his bladed tail. Naruto quickly dodges, moving out of the way, jumping into the trees. However, the tail kind of considering he dodged, the tail kind of cuts through the trees that Naruto jumped into, causing him and the tree to go down. But Naruto uses this opportunity to, hop onto Garrus's back. Stop this, Garrus! Stop this right now! Make me! as he begins to, well, do what a Glavenus do when something is on its back. Slam into shit. And he does exactly that. He slams from the side to the side, causing Naruto to have to move from left side to right side to left side to right side. As, well, Garrus has enough of this crap and goes fire style, flame aura. As, well, self-explanatory, his scales begin to heat up with the intensity of a, well, moderate forest fire. Naruto's hands are, well, kind of burned by this as he jumps back. Ow, that hurt you, fucker! Get up and fight me, Naruto Uzumaki. Show me you still have what it takes to be my master. Fine. I'll show you. As Naruto equips his tiger claws. Let's see what you got. As he charges forward, Naruto, being a lot more agile than he was the first go-round, quickly darts underneath Garrus, slashing at the insides of his legs. This hurts Garrus pretty severely, but, well, I wouldn't say severely. It hurts him quite thoroughly, I should say. Hurts like hell, but it ain't lethal. However, due to that, the curse activates, and Naruto feels the same pain that he dealt to Garrus. As he falls down to his knees. Not cool. I can't fight something I can't hurt. If you really feel that badly, come on then. I am not going to let you win. As Naruto says, getting back up. Fine, if you want to do this, I don't mind showing off a few scars of my own. As they clash once more. This time, Garrus going for a complete 180-degree spin with his blade, barely nicking Naruto's shoulder, causing a scar on causing a singed burn mark to go across across him, as well as one to form across on Garrus. So it works in both directions. Good to know. As Garrus switches into a side tackle and knocks Naruto straight into a tree. Both of them feeling the impact. Naruto gets back up and runs straight towards Garrus. And needless to say, this fight goes quite a bit differently than the last one. Because as Naruto runs forward, and so do Garrus. Garrus trying to bite Naruto's hands before he can reach with the claws. But Naruto just simply slides right between his legs again. And says, "Oh, this is gonna hurt." Huh? Wait, what are you? Boom! Not the Grognax again. Oh my God! Oh, I knew I would hurt myself this badly. As they both kind of begin to roll around in pain. Oh, why do you always hit me in the Grognax? Why do you not go down until you're hitting the Grognax, you bastard? Don't you realize it hurts me too now? It's like, I don't care. Why do you go for dirty blows? Because you're too damn tough to take down otherwise. Oh, why did you want to fight me anyways? It's an old family tradition. If one of us is feeling down, we fight with each other so we can perk ourselves back up. You don't think it worked too well, really? I think it worked out fine. Why is that? Simple. You were able to think rationally without having to rely on anything else. Not only that, you were fighting quite hard, willing to even take damage to get your point across. That's what it means to be like one of us. You don't care about how badly you're injured. You don't care about yourself. You care about accomplishing your goal. In this case, your goal was to reprove yourself after showing weakness. And I see you won again. Oh, even though you fight unfairly. Oh, at least you can say that I didn't go away unscathed. No shit. As they both kind of, laugh it off as well as kind of cry from the pain. Because a full-fledged Naruto kick to the Grobnax it's not an easy thing to walk off. As Naruto eventually is able to roll to his feet and goes, "Oh, I wish I could do Ice Style. Oh." And then he sees a stream. And so Naruto strips and jumps into the stream, mainly to cool down, and secondly, to kind of ease the cuts and scrapes and new injuries he's gained along his body. Garrus, well, being an MFing Glavenus, he don't need to strip. He just walks in and kind of lays down into the stream. This is the life. Indeed. And that's, that's kind of where they keep going for a little while. They talk their issues out, rebond, had a little bit of a scrap. They're back to being best friends. Later on that day, they patch themselves up, get themselves fully dressed, and walk straight back over to the rest of teams, where Kakashi's still to meet up at. The rest of Team 7. And he explains the tuning exams. How there are 3 main parts: a written test, a practical test, and then a tournament. And then after that, there will be a grand finale tournament. Well, I can't tell you any more than that, but needless to say, it will test you to the utmost of your capabilities. All of you. Why, yeah, we can do it, Naruto states, in a proud, solid tone. We can do it and it won't mean anything. But I'm going to show off as much as possible. As Sasuke just kind of slaps himself in the head. Really? Why would you want to show off as much as possible? Because I'm me and because I can. Dumbass. Asshole. As they both just kind of chuckle at each other, and Sakura begins to contemplate. When did those two get so close? Until then, I need all of you to start training. As he says, "All right, training," as Garrus kind of brings him closer. What do you mean, I mean, You need to go talk with that teacher of yours. What do you mean? Remember? Written exam. So, you're not good at math, nor a lot of things. Well, I'm pretty decent at them. Yes, since you started studying, but you haven't been studying for a bit. You need crash course. Oh, come on, Garrus. What about physical? You're already strong enough, especially with me backing you. Strength won't get you everywhere. You have to think occasionally. Fine, fine. I'll study. Thank you. Ay, as Naruto goes over to Haruka Sensei. And Haruka Sensei kind of gives him some standard advice, as well as set him up a little bit of a study group. Because I will say some of the other people have also tried to learn a bit beforehand. And who would be in this study group? Well, simple. We have another dumbass and two fairly smart women. When I say fairly smart, these girls are practically geniuses in this show. Hinata and Ino, and who's the other dumbass? I'll give you a hint. It's Kiba. Yeah, it's just Kiba. He's a dumbass. Who else? Well, then again, there's a couple of them, but come on, we all knew I was gonna go there. And if you didn't, touche. I'm sorry. They get in a study group. Hinata's nervous as hell because, Naruto. But he's able to kind of pick up on things and basically just tells her, listen, I'm sorry if I'm making you uncomfortable. I can leave if you like. No, it's not that. It just, I'm not too good at being social. Oh, I thought you just hated me. No, I couldn't hate you. You helped me out way back when. Huh? Did you say something? No, it's just, you're always kind. I'm just not too social. Well, I can understand that. As Naruto just says, well, how about this? I'll help you become more social if you can help me with problem 4. She says, you're only on problem 4? We've been here for like an hour. He says, I'm stupid. Correction, I'm kind of retarded. Meanwhile, Kiba. Yeah, Kiba's just stuck on problem 1. Kind of sighing and helping him out. And yes, things kind of keep going that way for a little while. Naruto then holds up his end of the bargain and basically says, why don't we go to Ichiraku Ramen together? Celebrate as a study group should. Yeah, so they do. I'm going to fast forward a bit, saying that they met up on and off once a week doing study sessions and all that for about 3 weeks. Team 7 doing some minor missions, because their first fucking one was a B rank, if not an A rank. If not, B to A rank. And that's kind of stupid to send a bunch of Guinean on that. So, yeah, they got a good bit of R&R. What was Sasuke doing? Training his ass off. Because, Sharingan. I don't need to study. I can cheat. Sakura, she's an expert in math, science, social studies, history. Yeah, she's smart. At least book-wise. And so, the Guinean exams begin. As they walk through the building, it's met with the simple question again of, which door do they go through? Where do they go? Where do they go? And that's when Naruto just walks forward. Says, where do you think you're going? As he just mentally communicates with Garrus. Sniff it out. And Garrus do what Garrus do, being an apex predator, is easily able to sniff out, well, the proper area. As he just kind of, shoves his head through the door, causing it to fall off the hinges. Boom! Found it! As Naruto just says, I'm going to class. As the two shinobi there are just going, to be fair, we were warned about this. Yeah, I just didn't expect that. And so, Garrus goes into the corner and sits down next to Naruto as he takes his seat. Just to find out there's a seating order, and damn it is he pissed off. So they all get rearranged in their proper seats and are explained the whole situation of, yes, if you're caught cheating 3 times, you will be kicked out. Blah, 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 blah. Yada, yada, yada. You have X amount of time to complete the quiz. He flips over the hourglass and the tests start. And Naruto is immediately and utterly fucked. He looks down at the test. And goes, shit! And begins to panic. And that's when Garrus goes into his mind and says, hey, calm down and breathe. Remember. Because Garrus is basically sent outside. Because, 8 foot tall, 10 foot long dinosaur with a short tail. Yeah, not a distraction in the slightest. Shite. Sorry about that. Not a distraction in the slightest. But Garrus is still able to communicate with him. And Garrus, well, he's kind of sat in on the study sessions with Naruto, Hinata, Ino. He kind of knows the whole mathematics thing down packed. Why? Because he was bored shitless and couldn't do anything else but listen. And so he basically helps him from the other side of the fucking wall by telepathically cheating with him. Meanwhile, Sasuke does the whole Sharingan thing, writing down what other people are doing. Neji does the Byakugan thing. Sakura just writes down on the test because she's a fucking smartass. Everyone does their own version of cheating. Even Naruto is cheating at this point. As we've already established. Of course, granted, he knows the information kind of well. And he does write down a few problems before Garrus even asks or says anything. But for the most part, Garrus is cheating for him. Oh, I'm an evil person. Time eventually runs up. They hand in the test scores and everything, and the tests and everything, and, well, Naruto is in one of the higher ranking marks. And that's where I think I'm going to end it off here, because the next episode, they go into the forest. And we all know what's waiting in the forest, baby. This is gonna be fun. This has been your humble narrator, Diomedes Rouge, signing off.